you're over 60. You've probably been told to take a supplement every morning to fight inflammation. But the thing your body responds to best isn't in a pill bottle. It's already in your kitchen, and it costs less than $2. This isn't rare. It's happening inside people exactly like you, right now, quietly, joint by joint. Most people don't notice until the stiffness shows up, or the fatigue, or the brain fog. Today, I'll show you the 5 foods the research actually backs, and how to eat them so they work. My name is Dr. Emma Johnson. This channel has one goal: helping people over 60 understand what the research really says in plain language. Today, I'm walking you through 5 foods that genuinely calm inflammation. Stay with me through all 5. Number 3 surprised even me. The amount you need is smaller than you'd think. And number 1 is the food your doctor is least likely to mention because it's not something you buy. It's something you're already doing wrong. Before we get to the 5 foods, I want to give you one simple idea, because without it, nothing else will make sense. I call it the simmer point. Imagine a pot on a stove. When you're younger, that pot only boils when it needs to. It flares up to fight something off, then drops back down to a calm simmer. But after 60, the pot stops fully cooling. It sits just below boiling, all day, every day, even when there's nothing to fight. That's what doctors call chronic low-grade inflammation. It's tied to joint pain, brain fog, slower healing, and a higher risk of heart trouble. You can't feel it directly. That's exactly why it's so easy to miss. Every food on this list helps turn that flame back down. Keep the simmer point in mind as we go. Number 5, extra virgin olive oil. Then there's Rosalind. She's 68, a retired librarian in Vermont. She swapped her cooking oil for olive oil after her doctor flagged her blood pressure. Here's the honest science. A Tufts University study followed adults over 65 for 3 months. One group used olive oil instead of regular cooking oil. Their blood pressure dropped. Their immune cells worked better. But here's the honest part. Inflammation markers themselves didn't change much in that study. The fix: use it cold. Drizzle it over food that's already off the stove. Heating it past its smoke point destroys the good part. Rosalind's blood pressure came down in 3 months, and her doctor lowered one of her medications. That's the real proven benefit here. Number 4, wild-caught salmon. Dominic found this one out the hard way. He's 71, a retired mail carrier in Oregon. His knees had started aching on his morning walks. Research out of the Hertfordshire Cohort Study tracked older adults for years. It found that eating 1 extra serving of fatty fish per week was linked to real gains in grip strength. That's a solid, measurable benefit. But I want to be honest with you. A separate, well-known study found that fish oil did not lower inflammation markers in healthy adults. So the strength benefit is solid. The inflammation benefit is still debated. Here's how to actually get it. Aim for salmon twice a week. Bake it or poach it. Don't fry it. High heat damages the good fats. Dominic isn't running marathons, but he's back to his morning walks without stopping halfway. Quick check before we keep going. Which of these 5 is already sitting in your kitchen right now? Drop the number in the comments. I read everyone, and it helps me know what to cover next. Number 3, blueberries. Yolanda noticed something was off first. She's 66, a retired nurse in Georgia. She started adding a cup to breakfast after noticing she kept losing her keys. Scientists tracking older adults at Tufts and the University of Cincinnati found real memory improvements over 12 weeks of eating blueberries daily. The anti-inflammatory effect is well proven in lab studies, but in people, the strongest results are for memory, not for measured inflammation. That difference matters, so you know exactly what to expect. The takeaway: frozen works just as well as fresh. Freezing locks in the good pigments. Pairing your blueberries with oatmeal may help your body absorb even more of them. Number 2. Turmeric, but only if you use it the right way. Patricia's story is different. She's 74, a retired seamstress in Arizona. She'd been managing knee pain with over-the-counter pills for years. A study compared curcumin, the active part of turmeric, directly against ibuprofen in older adults with knee pain. The pain relief was equal, but the turmeric group had far fewer stomach and kidney side effects. Here's the catch nobody tells you. On its own, your body barely absorbs turmeric. Found that a small amount of black pepper boosted absorption 20-fold. Researchers were genuinely surprised by how big that effect was. Here's the fix. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper to your turmeric. Mix it into something fatty, like warm milk or a spoon of olive oil. That's what actually gets it into your bloodstream. Patricia now does this every evening. She says it's the one habit that stuck. Number 1, tart cherries, specifically the Montmorency kind. This is the one most people over 60 have never tried. Kenneth found this out the hard way. He's 69, a retired mechanic in Michigan. His joints felt stiff most mornings. One trial followed adults aged 65 to 80 for 12 weeks. Drinking tart cherry juice measurably lowered inflammation markers in their blood. This is one of the few foods on this list with that kind of direct proof in that exact age group. So how do you use it right? About 2 cups of tart cherry juice a day, or a small handful of the whole fruit. That's the amount used in the actual research. I promised you something you can use, so here it is. Step 1. Use olive oil cold, on food that's already off the stove. Heat destroys the benefit. Step 2. Eat fatty fish twice a week, baked or poached. That's what builds real strength. Step 3. Add a cup of blueberries, fresh or frozen most days. That's what supports your memory. Step 4. Pair your turmeric with a pinch of black pepper and a little fat. Without that pairing, most of it passes right through you. Step 5. Try 2 cups of tart cherry juice a day for a few weeks before you judge the results. That's the dose the research actually used. None of these replace your doctor or your medication. Think of them as turning the simmer point down, one meal at a time. You've spent 60+ years taking care of everyone else. This is just as much about you. And it starts with what's already in your kitchen.